Do I watch it? Come on.
Chairman, Allah bosu. Allah bosu.
Yeah, what you know is one. How are you doing? And that's the same kind of
Great thanks be to the Most High God for sending such a great power into this nation to turn the nation into God-worshipping nation. For His mercies here for the nation that has fulfilled His oldest promise.
Amen, hallelujah.
Amen, hallelujah. God is righteous and His words are unchangeable. God, the creator of all things, shall be done as the word says. Amen, hallelujah.
Yeah, can I man about that? I am assuming interested. I am assuming my only Amia, Impa Womina Bumko. What's on Yamako? Would you the co? One touch local.
And Mr. Maffa said, when he says the nation is changing to become God-worshipping nation, this is what it means, and that all its inhabitants come together They worship one God. Their principle of worshiping God is one. Their way of life is one. At this time, the whole world, it is Israel and Saudi Arabia that are God-worshipping nations. Ghana is part of God's nation, but it's not God-worshipping nation. The Most High God has made an arrangement of which has appointed 3 nations, and that is putting religion into the 3 nations that he has appointed. The religion which is putting into the 3 nations are the religion through whom humanity must enter before they attain salvation.
Isaiah chapter 19, verse 24.
Among Ebasan only Israel, Misrim, no Assyria. Saya kolonte chima. Obiara yimi Israel. Api Misrim only Saudi Arabia. Yako Assyria only akanafo Adam Diogo asasi a okodo Ghana. Nto amani Israel. Mecca on Ghana. Let them say, I'm going to share. Chuma Moses, Ado Maman, Ado Suman, Mother Israel. A chin or some country Muhammad, Mission as we can. Ado Maman, Ado Suman, more Adaba Arabia. The man meaning opinion upon some Edo on my Ghana. Let them see the memory Abayansa, I'm an particular war by moon. That up here at the hotel. Our and the other assembly and him. Agents name power who want a more than the The memory opinion upon some Edo Ghana.
He said, these are the 3 nations that the Most High God said he has appointed. The scripture mentioned that they are. And someone said, these are the nations. And that to explain them, we all know Israel. But Misrim, as mentioned in the scripture, he said that is the land called. The place where God took the religion to is Mecca. Then Assyria, as mentioned, are their accounts whom today they have migrated and have resettled in the nation called Ghana. So said, if it's mentioning the 3 nations today, they are going to be Israel, Mecca, and Ghana. Said for the fact that the Most High God promised that he's going to give religion or put religion into the 3 nations, he has sent Moses, he gave him a religion and a book which he took to the people of Israel. The same way he has sent Prophet Muhammad, may the blessing and peace will be upon him, was also given Mecca. It is now the turn of the people of Ghana, who are the Assyrians. Yamisma said, it is this time that it is our. It is this time that God's through. So he said that at this time, if you are living in the nation Ghana, and if only you want peace and comfort for yourself. And he said, what does he mean by the comfort he's talking about? So the comfort is that you are having good health all the time, and when you wake up day to day, everything you do, you see success in them. He said, if you are looking for these things, then it is for you to stop whatever form of worship you belong to and come into the true religion of God called Asungit Ntosun. He said, what is to add to this is this, that our ancestors in life. If this time you want the peace and comfort for yourself, then it is for you to stop this form of worship and come into the true religion of God called Asungit Ntosun.
I want to so far, see, it's a better. Let them see, in better water. You want me? Man, what now? Was soon. What's in the year? You invest some papa. Now, mother, who shall or quality. What you soon, Marcono? Master, in Bayer, as Mrs. Away. Musuna, son, about Manhoro, as a sister, and say, or you invest some papa. And Sabato stuff from the Bedamra. Now, I'm for Panasum, asomdwe ntontom som ho wo pi demo atete no mu odo ho pi demo atete no mu 2020 na obokum papi gere wa amo abin odo mo do wotwim ma abom mo ehura wo so yankopon amba da mo kan etumu ma mo na asemfofo afi na asemfofo na bo wiase entenso ahobati na ida ahmanto dada no de dem po awotumu bana mu da mo so na ote de amaka bia ya won salusi
was and said that this particular season conference that we are having, or the festival that we are having now, is having a strength that supersedes all the festivals that we've ever celebrated. And he said the reason is this: it is this time that we all have to strive so that we liberate ourselves from the calamities and the troubles ahead of us. So this is because the entire nation, or the nation as Ghana itself, is at war spiritually. And when there is a war, many people die. And so the nation is at war spiritually. For that matter, many people will die. And the year ahead of us, which is 2023, Yamis Mavra is mentioning that seek more than what we are experiencing now. And this is the reason he urged we who are members of Asugye Tuntunsum to strive and then liberate ourselves. He said that he is coming to teach us something of which when we go by it, we will realize that we will liberate ourselves. Yamis Mavra explained, and he said that when you are worshiping God, you're supposed not to go through such ordeals, such troubles in life. And that is the reason he has invited us. The remedy, the antidote to the troubles that are coming in next year. Yamis Mavra said, at this time, he will explain to us that there has been a new covenant. And when they say a new covenant, Yamis Mavra said, a new thing of which we have no knowledge of. He said this new thing is that we never knew that when you are worshiping the true God, you're supposed not to fall sick. That we never heard before. But it is in a book of power, the one that he is putting together. And this book of power explains clearly that when you are worshiping God, you're supposed not to be going through health problems all the time. So your calamities and the troubles and sicknesses and death rate will increase. For that reason, we should all strive, make ear to whatever teaching he's giving to us, and we'll realize that we'll liberate ourselves from these troubles. Then we'll get to understand that yes, we are worshiping the true God.
Amen. Obi de besa ho kyerɛ ho asɛm, o tena manka ho kyerɛ ho asɛm. Ana maka. Aho kyerɛ na je. Ano ara nkɔ so, on bafo. Anyo obegya mu da yada. Ogwafo ru bo se na wa ato do ro, yede ndɛ. Wa so do ba tu nko a, aho kyerɛ mo da na na oda. Ye do na ma, amara asayi. Tumo ma ma kyerɛ ho nsam e ba sa wo mu. Ya me so apio otumfo na radio kase o kasa mpa ya me nsam ya no da ma ho ono ara mo ma ho na nda man kasa na mo ba hyɛ nsam da ma ho e kana ya adwuma na ono do wie ka ro ya adwuma imba bi wo kan ya adwuma na ma ta chori ya da ya sa wala da mo line mu na etwum na aka na ayɛ adwuma sɛ na ɔyɛ adwuma papa maame woyɛ ya yi no ɔwota yi wo na wotu ya wo ya na ka na wotu na gya aso den ka ho bɔkɔ ya me so apio meka na mo so wa kan e ba kan 7 ya me so apio
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 Yame Smafia.
Yame Smafia. Smafia.
Yame Smafia.
Yame Smafia.
Yame Smafia.
Yame Smafia.
Yame Smafia.
Yame Smafia. Otumfo.
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 Rabbi akasa mpa.
Rabbi akasa mpa.
Rabbi akasa mpa.
Rabbi Ekese Okesampa.
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 Rabbi Ekese
Okesampa.
Rabbi Ekese Okesampa.
Rabbi Ekese Okesampa.
Rabbi Ekese Okesampa.
Rabbi Ekese Okesampa.
Rabbi Ekese Okesampa.
Rabbi Ekese Okesampa.
Enda mazakase asha musa. Edo ntumu sumi biara. Uma waga na bodora ma bonesu. Na senti binti. Bebe mo wan owachi nso onto mo station ni mu no. Aworo ko ye aduma. Na nsam ho nsam so binti e ko re ye aduma wonte ne ye. Ozo yipa wa fun mu ma bo nso wa fun mu. Na ko sunsun bi ho e ko re ye aduma. Sono owu inje nzi ne yankoporo yakko. Awo de mi mpare ya de. Inje nzi ne yankoporo ya de. Osana ma aka so jesu yankoporo yakko a. Onko sofo wo. Onko nsi wo. Onko nka de bibi. Ensi na wo so mu na ekosunsun bia ho a e kan ya maso afre na o de ye aduma. Onko to mo sim papa. Ma to do obi ho asam kan. Obi ho asam kan. Ozo obi ho asam kan de wa akọ yin pedi na. Man tuma ndi a wo ko ye aduma. Bara kana ye aduma ya ban from. This time refe. De bia da ko bia yin kan from kwa ye bere titi. Na mo hwere e kan na ye aduma me men ka so ho. One day you don't want some car, you can rush out for a family person. Now can you put on the chihuahua crowd? A chihuahua courier, if you did on your courier. What the canning? I think both of them can so one never told you what some. Not from one to one more. I couldn't want. As we come home. Every the guy I thought was what's up on can't was. Everyone quite a warrior. A surprise man where the man, no one proper and was sending him. You will die. And quite a bit, no one said you who are going to go. And quite a bad for what you are saying. But when you play with a young one, or your pretty. So, over young player back with ya. What was you there? Nobody not quite a minute. I've been back now. You're going to the master. The young person. But yeah, I am man. Paradise number determination. And also some more of some of the social back home. And so people walk in the moon, walk away in the moon, walk on in the moon. The man will be on a month or by the other call. No more than the young boy crying into Moncoda. The who the young boy cry. I don't go cry, no one come to the other. So I told you who Papa. People who day, young boy. My husband will be at home. My husband will be at home. It was a while. A kind of national flow. A car or two phone. A car, Rabbi Ekese Okesampa. Oh, yeah, now, yes, must I want to say about bra. The can I hear the better bra? Oh, no, what's not that car? In with the water wagon. Now, money brings it. I don't want to hear also another year. As a gentleman. Oh, they would have water wagon. Oh, they would. You know, Waka, Motumada, Miss Castle. The Kenya Miss Afro. Who's going to be there? So, okay, yes, ma. And Quapu. Yes, I don't have. You mean, I don't have Cassad and I'm Casa Flame. But I'm not going to see what you what is this? What do that's I'm saying, but 3% of Pierre. Oh, what's what to look, baby? I'll be a bit Bra yes to kada. Who ko bayi mama. Who ko bayi mama. No, obi be se na. Dem na say. O say no ye won wada wo sun mu na ire. Etuma ko baby. Na mo bi ho asam ke ya. Obey the wager. Almost as I am no more. And you have also.
Ms. Mafuel explained to us in the earlier submission that anytime he gives us teachings, we should take very key note of them and look at them and see what is happening if that he has given to us is really coming to fulfill itself in our physical life. That he explained to us that there is a disease that is coming, there is a virus that is coming, which is coronavirus, and that when he arrived on the earth, the members who are associated to some people, none of them will have themselves to be affected or affected by this virus. Yet it came to happen in 2020 that the virus came. Again, he's explaining to us that yes, in next year to come, there is going to be troubles, there is going to be difficulties, there is going to be, he said there is going to be death rate that will increase. He said all this that he's saying, he's again giving us the words that we will use, of which we will liberate ourselves from all this. So when he gives us teachings, we should take a key note of them. James Mafuel said that yes, as he's saying, this time he's coming to give us the words that he has given to us, he will give to us so that the troubles ahead of us, the calamities that is ahead of us in the year to come, we will liberate ourselves from it. And this time he himself is going to hand over such words to us so that anytime we recite it, we realize that we are being free from the troubles that will befall us in the year to come. And so James Mafuel said that for that reason, he is going to recite he's going to recite so that we follow him by also reciting. He said, yes, he has given us these words to be reciting, which is James Mafuel. Then again, we add Otumfo to read, and then we add Rabbi Ekesi or Ekesi Ampa. But yet, when we recite them, it's not working. But he said this time, he himself is handing it over to us. And that when he finishes, he will explain to us the reason why some of us recite these words and are not working for us. That when he mentioned about the things that will befall us in the year to come, he talked about the death rate that will increase, he talked about the calamities that will increase, he talked about the sicknesses that will increase, in life or hardship or the economic hardship. James Mafuel said, the reason why he never mentioned that is this. How we are looking at it, it could be stable, but yet we will still be going through the hardship as we are going through now. He said the people are yelling, the people are so happy that the rate of the dollar to the cedi is going down. But he said that had nothing to do with the economy that we are having now. That if the dollar has gone down to which it is even 2 cedi per dollar, and James Mafuel said still the hardship that we are going through in life will still continue. The economic hardship in Ghana will still continue. But with that, it is the normal thing that we all go through. He said that is not what he will talk about to us, but what he's letting us know is that in the year to come, death rate will increase, sicknesses will increase, calamities will befall us more. For that reason, he recites the Otumfo, the James Mafuel, and then Rabbi Ekesi or Ekesi Ampa, 7 times, of which the congregation also followed by recitation. James Mafuel said, on that note, he has handed over this verse to us, so that from day in, day out, whatever we go through in life, we should use them and we realize that things will go on well for us. But he said there are 7 key things that is not warranting us to recite these words for it to help us or for us to liberate ourselves from the troubles that we are going through. And he said, what are these things? He said, one is that whenever you believe that God is one, spiritualist for any matter, you're supposed not to go to the fetish, you're supposed not to go to the malam, you're supposed not to go to the pastor for any spiritual assistance. If in attempt to go to these people, then you have moved yourself away from the belief and the faith that God is one. And James Mafuel said, this is one thing that we have to know. He said, but with that, he is having many of the members in the congregation who have deceased or they have diseased themselves from these things. They have stopped doing that. And he said, he only has population of the religion that are still visiting these spiritual people for spiritual assistance. When he said that, he mentioned sarcastically that one is looking at the face of the other, saying, who is that? Who is that? That is what happened. At the time Yeshua who called Jesus Christ said to his disciples that one of you will betray me, all of them began to ask, am I the one? Am I the one? Said, this is what is real our life. What he's saying, some of us are doing it. And so he said, with that, only 3%. But another thing that we have to take note is that he said backbiting is one of the things that we have to try our possible best and shun away from it. When we do that, we realize that when we recite the words that he has given to us, the 3 key words he has given to us, it will work in our life. He said, backbiting is one thing that has taken the entire congregation. We cannot go away with it. All of us cannot do away with it. We are backbiting about our fellow people here. Yamisma said, we should try and stay away from that. He said, he has given us the laws that the religion have laid down for us to follow. And the one that is more dangerous and terrible about them is to backbite. And yet we cannot move away from that. We can't stop doing that. Yamisma said, he's urging us to stop backbiting. And when we stop it, we realize that it will work for us. For one to be working or you should be selling, and you say that you are a member of Associate to do so, but yet they are not buying from you. He said, then you are not reciting the. If you are reciting and are not working, then you should check yourself. It is either you are backbiting about fellow human beings or the other things he's going to explain to us. Mr. said these are the things we should look at, and when we shun away from it, we realize that it will work for us. He said that yes, the pastors will now be arguing and now be shouting. The Most High God have sent him unto the earth, never preach salvation to the people. He said that is never true. What is more salvation than to let human beings know that God is one? He said when you know that God is one and you believe that God is one, it's enough salvation that you've had. And that is the reason he said the Most High God have created the heavens, and he has the smaller one which is called the paradise, and then the heaven which is lying in the seventh. The Most High God said that he has divided the smaller heaven. Then the one that he has placed in the seven highest heavens, he has divided it. Very well that human beings will err, and when we err, all of them is having a mark that is awarded to every sin you commit. And so on the day of judgment, you will get to the heaven that your marks have acquired. Your marks that you acquired will be there for you. Yamisma said in that case, for one, so if you having a lesser marks, you go there. Those. And so when you get to understand that the Most High God is one, the remaining is an earthly thing you definitely sin, but it is just marks that will be accumulated so that they will be used against you on the day of judgment. Then this one said, knowing that God is one is enough salvation that is given to the entire world. And that if you are able to shun away, if you are able to stop backbiting about our fellow human being, it will work for us. He said, if we recite Nyamisma Foyao the 7 times, we recite Rabbi Ekesi or Ekesi Ampa the 7 times, we recite the Otunfu 7 times, and things are not working, then we should check ourselves properly. If we stop backbiting, we realize that things will work out well for us.
As we drink home,
Amen.
Motor about son. Obia, oh yeah, you tell Yanko. Obia, oh yeah, you tell Yanko. Motor the view. Obia, this or the baby, or said Yanko. Obia to you tell Yanko. Or said na head on hey man, no again. As I'm going to soon be a while, nobody, or you be your baby. Bay at the bar, now what will soon let the temple one, baying you would do. The one that better do more. When Jerry will be out with my coat with Iobi, but I want to do some more. It was man, no, again, how. After, yeah. Anji Yamesh Mafia in the car judgment. Aba walking a one puna, a car judgment. I feel Bramba, Oppo, the uncle, a car on judgment.
Yamesh Mafia explained, he said, first 2 that he has mentioned to us, that they are the things that we keep doing that is not helping us. Oh, yeah. He has explained it, and then he also preached that they are giving salvation to people. He said to them that you're supposed not to be fornicating, but the pastors themselves, when you go into their congregation, they are having more than 4, 5 girlfriends among the congregation. So with salvation, it is to know that the other rules that we are to abide by them, so that when we recite the 3 key words that he has given to us, it will work. He explained that yes, One is that, which is the number 3 of them, is that you're supposed not to be doing spiritual enchantment to bewitch another human being. It will not work. And then again, you're supposed not to use, if you have a, to use it to turn against your fellow human being or a member in the congregation. And Mr. Mabwa said, with these two, he had no to them, because there is no way is even having a witchcraft or possess a witchcraft or a wizard can use it against any member in this religion, because as you have come to receive the baptism from him, that is the Holy Spirit and fire baptism, that witchcraft is gone. You cannot use it again. And again, there is no member here who will get up to say that I'm going to this spiritualist to get some powers to bewitch one of my members, or, and that is the reason he had no to them. Another key thing that when you go by it, you recite and it will not work, is that those who don't believe in him, as the true messenger of God, that if you don't believe in him, you recite the word that is given to us now, but it will not work for you. Again, explained that if you are a female, you are married, and then you go behind your husband, having an affair elsewhere, extramarital affair elsewhere. Mr. said, when you recite these 3 key words that he has given to us, it will not work for you. The same way a male will also see that this is my friend's fiancée or girlfriend, and then will be going in for her. Recite the 3 words, it will not work for you. And so these are the things that he's explaining, that if you are somebody who find yourself cooperating them, you should know that when you recite the 3 key things that he has given to us now, it will not work for you.
Amen. First one, bida da zaman da mai na don aso tra atwem na fekoro ko abiendo wohu ya meso afio da wa nkasa wohu da ma asem ya ngo fu ho a wohu da wala aya kuma da hu na mun fere ye osi impa 90% ni wohu da masala wala aso bien ka hu amen man ka sabasa da mati na maka ntontom som na bin bada no da we be kan be wiase na dem onye da se sira adu gana he obi a fa ntontom som be wiase da oya fun kukra se do hore da ndi sa dom na sa anto na maye na ehun fa so wo ma wọn sọ bọ ho abọ bi da makara ma asem ni wa asọfo ni wa ahempum ni wa mamasum wọn sọ na bi da makasa ni masọfo bi ọyẹ wọn wa dẹ wọn ka asọfo tena ho na wọn de ma de ọmọ yẹ ho kra na so antere kwa na rabi ode esu asem na ezi mo anga so ode we wo funi oyimpa okeje bi ka se esi osuni do osuni ye na osafo anga sa da sa ka ko hu ma na fa ehum na hum da masra wara nsu aka sa ho but na nka wara zo age ne ye adwuma da mo ye botuma ye na pango ko botwa ya fa aya sanko timpo and wa we hu wuti pa mo so to eja wo so botuma ye bi esa emi na wo ya ye enyam oro kusia hu no bra ma kro ikuru wo guru no wasa sa obinu kuru ma kwa bodura na enyam oro kusia hu man se mo wo so mo we de be amadi ko bon onu bra ma ta kira ho no ndi won hwe ye papa asuje ka hu amen abi mo so jo oya ka kira wo do man do jora ne do botu opon bo so na mara rab mai da ma na moto na pa wo ko ba sa do na po mezi na brobo ɛna ɔyɛ kuro so ɔkeka no papa a ɔbɛyɛ nso ɔkyerɛ do kɔ ahemmerɛ mu nti obiara yɛ biribi a mo a ndwe ndɛ ɔsoma ɔreyɛ ama ɔsoma po ɛmede ɛgyi dɛm adwene a ɛsisi ho ɔsɛ obiara nyɛ dɛ ɔbɛyɛ dɛ ɔbɔtum obiara nyɛ dɛ ɔbɔtum ɔfa mmoa ɔsoma mu wɔn a ɔbɔtum wɔwɔ sika na wɔfa mmoa wɔn a ɔbɔtum de wɔkɔ kwan akaka asɛm na akyerɛ nkɔɔfo ma dɔm ababa wɔn nso a wɔn nso wɔyɛ wɔnyim nsaano adwuma a wɔbɛyɛ dɛm wɔn nso wɔyɛ ɔsɛ obiara nyɛ dɛ ɔbɔtum na mara rɛ de mɔtɛl nti ne yɛ biribiara a maa nyɛ wɔn adwene dɛ ɔsoma akɔ nti egye dɛm adwene dɛ a na ɛyɛ mpo a ne nyɛ akɔtɔ bi a wɔn afi kɛkyerɛ wɔn de o asomdwe yɛ wɔn ntom so no wɔn susu ato wɔn mu o kɛkyerɛ wɔn da biribi aba wɔn yɛ sisi to obiara nso 100 cedis osikari 200 ohun nso 200 yɛn nnɔm a na wɔyɛ bi yes akokɔ nyɛ ntu esi sisi asom de ɔyɛ ɔsom a ɔyɛ 100% etuma ne nyɛ ahemanda dɛm deɛ nyinaa wɔ sisi asom no mu asomdwe ka ho daa rabi di tum nkotee na wɔkɔɛ na ayɛyɛ n'ayi na wɔn mu dɛ yɛdi baabi ebi places bi papa asu sabra ɔdi dɛ ebi kɛkyɛ hɔ mɛnyɛ ntum nti wɔn soso so biara wɔ asomdwe ka ntum so sɛ sɛnti ɛfɔ wɔn yɛ ɔbɔ afare bɔ bi obi bɛ yɛ bi obi yɛ bi. bɛyɛ 10 million bɔɔl ayɛ dɛ ɔda aba nyamesoma no dɛ ɛhu dare yɛ kapɛta yɛde bɛsɔ ha na yɛayɛ dɛ yɛtum atena ase yɛgye nwura n'akyi bi sɛ nkamosom ma ɛhu onipa pɛtin bɔtum akɔtɔ kapɛta nyinaa ɔda bɛsɔ dɛm no yɛnkopɔn nyamesom na magyira no akyerɛ ho na ɔmo yɛ dɛ ɔmo pa 100 bɔ yɛsɛ pa 100 bɛ daabi ɔsɛ ɔnyɛ ɔsom no yes, I thought you were from Johnson. By our people, remember, now what's that? What's the loss? Now, attack into attack. You go to another, go to another. Number so. That is here, only to know. And the mechanic won't here. Then you what you are. That's a mechanic on your puzzle. More be an attack on to do. Up about your attack and the watch and say, why you know what you're doing? Let me, I'm a car now. In terms of saying, you know. Akwanti na wɔpa nso wɔyɛ no wɔyɛ no yie na so wɔyɛ wɔn ho fi wɔm na to ntom nyame a ɔtwere mu na ma nyina mu asodin ka ho ɛda mu ti ado a wɔn to ntom so mo nkote wɔnyɛ afɔrebɔ ado wɔn to ntom so mo nkote wɔnyɛ afɔrebɔ.
Mr. Mafia explained to us and he mentioned that the things that we keep doing, of which it will not help us when we recite the words that he has given to us, is what he continued to explain to us. So one of them is for you, he is like you, or you see him, Mr. Mafia, the messenger of God, that he is a human being like you. He said when you do that, you recite it, it will not work for you. And say yes, he has mentioned that here before. And at the time he mentioned that when you see him as is a human being like you, things will not work out for you. He mentioned the areas of which all the members, they keep seeing him as he is like them. He mentioned it. And he said when we go into the entire membership, we have so many of them. When we go into the chieftaincy's area, we have so many of them looking at him as he is one of them. He is human being like them. And then he said when he mentioned it, many should the disciples who are following him be part of it, because they knew that with them they are spreading the good words about him, they are with him, they listen to him. So how would they look at him as he is a human being like them? He said when he mentioned it, for him he is letting us know that he is the messenger of God, and he never says anything just for saying sake. Everything he says is something that the Most High God have asked him to do. And so when he said that, and the disciples were having so many arguments about it, Nyamisumafo said, it wasn't long. This religion is not a good religion, and that he even want to opt out. He said, Nyamisumafo said, this is for this that Rabbi has done is for us to get to know that yes, he never speak anything out of his mind or for saying sake, and that there are things that are happening, and that these things are the things that he said to us. So Nyamisumafo said, those of us who sees him as is one of us, we will recite the words, but it will not work for us. He said, him to be like us. If we really think enough, he said, if we are using our minds properly, we will not look at it that way, because if we take all the things that he's doing, the wonderful things that he's doing, we put all of them aside, and we want to consider only the healing. He said, when somebody is sick, if you are going through headache and you come, he laid his hand upon you and you realize that the headache like you, can you yourself do that? Can you lay your hand on a sick person and the person gets healed? Look at him as he is like you, or just like you, a human being like you. Every one of us said, this is one thing we have to look at and desist from it. If we do that, we will realize that things will work properly in our life. Again, Nyamisumafo explained, said that this is a religion that it has never been on earth, that they have given it to the entire world to worship in it or to practice. He said it has never happened. This religion called Asumje Ituntun, literally we will say peace and exaltation religion. He said it has never come onto the earth, which has been allowed that all human beings must practice it. It never happened. It is he who have brought it now. And he said, if you are in it, it is something different that we have no knowledge of. Nyamisumafo said, that is the reason he is giving us the teachings that will help us, so that if we are part of the religion, we shall. Yes, one thing he would like us to know is this. Say that we have to contribute, we have to come together and contribute to do something. He said that it's not so. This is because the Most High God have told him that he should tell us, we who are followers of him and are part of Asumje Ituntun, that to help the religion move forward. Whatever means we have to help the religion move forward. So those who can help with the money they have, those who with the minds they have, we should bring it on board and push the religion forward. And Most High God, Rabbi said that it is he himself who will bless the people or who will reward them in whatever they do. And he said he's going to reward them in three ways. One is that he will reward them in their health issues. Then again, he will reward them in their life issues. Then one of the reward will be, which will be added to the good that they do on earth, so that on the day of judgment, that will also help them to attain salvation on that day. So Nyamisumafo said, the Most High God said that he should announce this to us, that whatever means we have to help the religion, we should be thinking that I am doing it because of Nyamisumafo, that I am doing this. Nyamisumafo said, when you have that mindset, then the reward will not even come properly. If you have that mindset and you even do the good thing that you're supposed to do, the reward will not come. But we should have it in mind that we are doing it to help the religion move forward. The Most High God, Rabbi, said that he himself will reward us whatever we do. And Mr. Mava said, those who are having the money should bring the money. The handiwork people, or those who are having the craft that they themselves can work, they should bring it on board to help the religion. Those who go around propagating the good words to the people so that the masses will hear and come into the religion, they should also continue. And he, the Most High God, Rabbi, will reward all of them. Again, he explained that, as he has said, it is not a religion that you say that we have to contribute money. What we know of is that it happened in Christendom, or the Christianity. That is where we have people coming together and they share contribution to themselves. Each and everyone is paying, if 100 cedis, all of them are paying 100 cedis in order to undertake a project. Nyamisumafo said, it is not so. Through religion of God, such thing is not done. He said the only thing that the Most High God said that he has set in the religion is offering. And so what we have been doing, that let's come together, contribute money to do something. Nyamisumafo said the Most High God said that he is never in acceptance of it. And that what we're supposed to do, offering, some will not get to give, some will get to give, some will get more to give, and that is what God wants, that you give out of your heart. And when you said the Most High God said that he will. And so he's saying to us that whatever we do, it is to do offering. He said at the time he began this religion at Apam Junction, the members who were there keep asking him that when should they pay tithe, when should they pay tithe? He told them that no, this is the true religion of God, and that there is no tithe paying in this religion, and that it is not so as it's been done in Christendom, of which Amisma was that this is to let us know clearly that Christianity is not of God. He said, yes, you are paying it well as the Most High God have said it, that it should be done in Christendom, would have been seeing the reward that goes along with tithe paying. Again, if we are fasting and we are fasting well as it's been said that it should be done in God's religion, we would have seen the reward that goes with fasting. But in Christendom, that is not done the way God have prescribed it, the way God have described it. We are not doing that way. That is the reason calamities befalling us. James Monfort said, this is the true religion of God. To channel something or project in the religion, it should be an offering. And that some time back they mentioned that we should bring your carpet, try to lay it in this, and then stop using these chairs as we have. James Monfort said we should look at it, because it said that it should be contribution, it's not coming. But yet, if we understand God's religion and how it's being practiced, one person will opt that I will provide all the carpet that should be used in this room, and that is God's religion. It never go with contribution, but rather it goes with offering. If we know all this, then we realize that things will go on well for us. The words that He has given to us, when we recite them, we shall see the reward out of it. Amen.
Ebejina kase a also nyimpa biara nye ma obotum aboa osuno amre odukan message me bia si da mro kwakwan ska aboa rabi osu banka se botum honka afia sapin na so wosu wayem wo pa